So does it mean that you can no longer come to UK and work as a healthcare assistant? The answer is no. If you opt to work, if you are in my Telegram group, I'm sure you've noted that people have posted that they are actually been offered certificate of sponsorship. They're applying for visas, and when they were applying for those visas, they were denied the visas because I'm going to read to you the reason why the visa was denied. Not only that, there are people who had been granted visas, granted certificate of sponsorship, and they had had their flight tickets paid for. These are organizations who actually sponsor you everything, whereby they sponsor your visa, flight tickets, and everything. So they had had everything actually paid for, but they were then phoned and told that unfortunately we have to cancel your flight, cancel your certificate of sponsorship, as well as cancel your visa. If you are the individual in that situation, we all know that it is devastating news. Not only is it devastating to you, but devastating to the rest of your family, as well as a major embarrassment. Imagine in a community where you'd have told your friends, your relatives, and everybody that I have booked my flight ticket. I'm going to UK on the 10th of February. I'm going to UK on the 26th of February. Then all of a sudden, you are told that you can no longer come to UK. The thing is, people will come up with a lot of reasons why that was done. And I'm here to give you a clarity on that, because I've also had people coming to my inbox asking me to clarify their visas have been denied, their flight tickets have been cancelled. What is going on? One thing for sure that I can tell you is that this has happened not because the health and care worker visa is coming to an end, because the emails clearly state why they were cancelled, and I'll explain that in this video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Pauline Popomoyo, and this is the channel where we keep things real. And without wasting any of your time, let's get into it.
I heard they asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I twerk. No compare. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening? I'm a savage.
So guys, the email goes like this. Unfortunately, due to client capacity, we no longer have the work available to fulfill your contract. So your sponsorship with dash will be cancelled. We apologize for the inconvenience. Kind regards, visa applications at whatever company. Apologizing for the inconvenience is just not enough, guys. So guys, if you're coming to UK on a health and care worker visa, what you have to note is there are different organizations which can hire you as a healthcare assistant here in UK. You can either be a domiciliary carer, a living carer, a healthcare assistant, a support worker, just to mention a few. So most people have been securing jobs as domiciliary carers or support workers, meaning they've been going to work in clients' houses. So if you are coming to UK as a domiciliary carer, what happens is you'll be employed by an agency, an employment agency, right? And what that agency does is they deploy you to different care homes or different houses, depending on availability of shifts, if you understand what I'm saying. For example, if I'm an organization and I'm dealing with domiciliary carers, I can have my 10 domiciliary carers, and I'll have clients around maybe Northern Ireland, and say I've got clients in Ballymena, clients in Sunningdale, clients in different places. So what happens is, if clients need someone to attend to them, any company can call me. Let me say I'm called by Four Seasons Healthcare, and they say we need someone to come and take care of this elderly woman who's suffering from whatever, which means they'll take one person from that company to go and work, and take another person and go and work elsewhere, another person to go and work elsewhere. If the company is reputable, if you're a reputable organization, you get hired most of the time. You have many clients, or you have many people calling you to come and work. How do you become a reputable organization is, for example, your staff, they go to, maybe your staff, they come and work here in my home, they excel, they do good, they take care of my mother, they feed her, they bath her, and there's good feedback from my mother, and you get good feedback wherever you go, which means if there's good feedback wherever you're going to be hired many times. At times you might not have good feedback. For example, I told you the previous week that domiciliary carers and nurses were going to a certain place where they were staying maybe for 15 minutes as opposed to 45 minutes, or 3 minutes as opposed to the required 30 or 45 minutes. Would you hire that organization again tomorrow if this is what they are doing? The answer is no. And you know how bad news spread. If this organization says, oh, that care company is not good, oh, that care company is not good, you no longer have many clients, but you still have what? Employees. And you have to deploy the employees. And you have nowhere to deploy the employees because there is no one inviting your company to come and work for them. Okay. Not that I'm saying the companies who have revoked the COS and the flight tickets and everything have got a bad reputation. I'm giving you just one example what can happen in an organization. So I've had many people ask me, how can you say people are not working? Where are the shifts? If you go and work for an agency, like these companies doing domiciliary carers and support workers, there's a likelihood that you might end up not having shifts because they are dependent on clients calling them. If clients don't call them, then there are no shifts. I know people who have come here to UK and they've been seated since November because there are no shifts. Some came in October, they've been seated because there are no shifts, and which means for the past 3 months, they've not been working. So why has Home Office cancelled the certificate of sponsorship? It's because a certain company no longer has jobs for these individuals. They have individuals here in UK that they have been paying for not working, because if a contract, I know some people say I have not been paid, I've been seated, I'm not getting any money. If your contract says that you're supposed to be working 33 hours a week, if you don't work for those 33 hours a week per given week, the company is supposed to pay you. If you just work one day when you're supposed to work 3 days a week, and this is circumstances beyond your control, it is the fault of the organization. They are supposed to pay you. They are supposed to pay you even if you don't go for a shift, because you signed a contract which stated that you are going to be working 33 hours a week or 44 hours a week. And if they are not able to provide you with those 44 hours, they are supposed to pay you. Even if you work one day, they're supposed to pay you the difference of 3 days. So this organization, I'll still repeat the statement because I've been saying it a lot, they bit more than they can chew, meaning they hired a lot of people with the hope that they're going to be getting many clients. Because in business, sometimes business can boom at times. Then you get so many people, coming to your organization. You've got 50, 60 clients hiring you. And when you're looking at the near future, saying, okay, if I've got 60 clients, I can hire 10 people, I can be sending them, But maybe one of your employees does something wrong and it tarnishes the whole company. And when it tarnishes the whole company, instead of having 60 clients calling you, you end up having 5 clients calling you or 2 clients calling you. Yet you've already hired a lot of people and you no longer have all these 60 clients to send to. So this is what has happened, guys. That's why they had to cancel the certificate of sponsorship, because there is no job this side. Cancel the visa as well as cancel the flight tickets, because there is no work for you this side, which means the company has taken more than enough people. So this is what has happened, guys. So for those who had already secured jobs, for those who had already secured visas and everything, they had to be cancelled because there is no work for them in the UK. And these companies saw it pointless to bring people overseas but not have work for them. I know it's not the first time that you're hearing people saying people are coming here to UK and they are not placed in various places. They are not placed because the company would have hired more than they need. So does it mean that you can no longer come to UK and work as a healthcare assistant? The answer is no. If you opt to go and work in a care home, of which I'm going to share with you, not in this video, different video, of which I'm going to share with you care homes which are currently recruiting healthcare assistant nurses from overseas with visa sponsorship. I might post it probably as a short later on today. The difference is if you secure a job in a care home or in the NHS, you are guaranteed that you're going to be having shifts, because care homes do not send you from point A to point B to point C to point E, unless if you're a peripatetic nurse like me. Care homes, for example, the care homes that I work for, they've been hiring people from overseas with visa sponsorship, and I cannot advertise them because this is my care home, and I don't want a situation whereby they start pointing fingers at me and say, Pauline, you did a video, you talked about our home, and you are now being overwhelmed by applications. But the care homes that I work for have recruited people from overseas. I work with people from overseas who came through the health and care worker visa. So these people are guaranteed shifts, because the care home would look and say, we've got a shortage, we don't have 2 night carers, we don't have 3 day carers, which means if it's 2 night carers, we're looking at each carer having a 36-hour contract, or if it's 3 carers, they all have 36-hour contracts or 44-hour contracts, which means if they hire just one person, they won't need to send the person where, because they'll keep them in that particular home where there is shortage. So this is the strategy that you can implement if you want to secure a permanent place as a care assistant here in UK. You better apply to care homes. And the good news is, as of January, I've been checking, more and more care homes are getting a certificate of sponsorship. And if you want me to do a video where I can come and share with you the care homes who've actually got a certificate of sponsorship in the past month, I can come and share a video with you, because I've listed quite a number of companies. Whether they're hiring from overseas or not, I cannot confirm that, but it's up to you. If I share with you, it will be up to you to go to that company and ask if they're hiring. And you know what? I shared some of the companies with people. I said, try this care home. And someone was actually called for the interviews, and they're scheduled for an interview at one of the care homes that were recently added to the shortage occupation list. So if you want, just comment down below and I'll come and just give you the list that this care home now has a certificate of sponsorship, that one. And then the rest you can do for yourselves, you can go and find out. But if you want to secure a permanent job whereby they're not going to say, we no longer have a job for you because you are dependent on the clients, you are better off searching for a job in a care home. You are better off searching for a job in a hospital. I don't know whether what I'm saying is clear, guys, but what I'm simply saying is, the people who have had the COS revoked, the visa revoked, and the sponsorship revoked, it's not because we're reaching 14 February, but it's because there is no job here in UK for them. So it is pointless to bring someone to UK and just make them sit, or just pay them for sitting. This is the reality on the ground. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll try my level best to respond to all your questions. I always try. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss when I come and share with you care homes who recently got their certificate of sponsorship and are hiring from overseas. And keep on the lookout, because I'm going to share another care home which is currently recruiting. They got their COS and they've indicated in their website they're actually recruiting from overseas, which means they're offering visa sponsorship. This is all that I wanted to share with you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.